Normally when you open Fusion 360, you will have a blank page, obviously. So the first thing we want to do, make sure under preferences, you click here and you scroll down to preferences. Make sure under default units, under design, okay, I'm sorry, I was waiting for something else to happen. Make sure that you are selecting the right units, and for this project I want you to be on metric system. Okay, so select millimeter and say okay. Okay, so just like any when you drawing at home, so basically you need a piece of paper. Same thing here. We need to sketch, so we have to have an idea what do we want to sketch. So let's sketch a box, because that's really what we're making right now. So you click on unsaved with the right mouse button, and then just click on new component. Here you go, you have new components added. So let's give it a name. I can name it box, I can name it enclosure, I can name it so type box and enter. Next step, you just to check, you click on the arrow. Notice that we have origin here, and we have some X, Y, Z axis, which you are not gonna need. Okay. So what I want you to do, notice that there is a point here, but there is no planes. So once you click on this icon-like button, there's an eye here. Now you have X, Y, Z. So we can rotate using this free orbit button. I like it this way, but it depends. Everyone is, anyway, it rotates around just like that. Okay, I like to have this facing me, because I wanna draw in this plane, the XY plane, and then we can move from there. So I have the origin highlighted, and I'm gonna hit escape from my keyboard, and then with the mouse I'm gonna select this plane here. So this plane is selected. Then with the right mouse button I can say sketch. That's what we want to do. We want to sketch or draw. So create sketch. Don't worry about that message. So now I have X, I have Y and X axis. Okay. Now I can sketch anything on, remember, when we're doing any sketching or any drawing, you have to have either a plane, so I have a plane, or a face. When I say face, it's, let's say you created a cube. So the cube has many faces. I believe two, so there are 6 faces in the cube. So we can either draw on a face or sketch on a plane. I'm sorry, we can either sketch on a plane or sketch on a face. So right now we are sketching on a plane. Okay. So the first thing we want to do, let's since we're drawing box, let's draw a rectangle. So we have choices. We can go top here and select rectangle and all type of rectangle, or we can click on short key S on the keyboard, and you can write down the name of the object that you want to draw, which is rectangle. So I'm just going to say rec, and then select center rectangle. So I select it. Okay. Notice that now when I hover with the mouse, it has some kind of hair x plus sign. Okay. So you hover until you get to the origin, and you move away from the origin. You don't have to be very precise. I can just enter the values, let's say 38, and then hit tab, and 23, because if you remember, these are the values I ask you to design for. Now I'm gonna use the pen, and I'm gonna use, just to let you know, I had to buy a mouse when I start playing with this tool, and they just make it very easy. The mouse I have, it has a wheel and two buttons, the right hand and left side, left button. So right now, when we see this thing coming, zooming in and zooming out like that, I'm using the wheel, okay? So I'm gonna escape, and I'm gonna select the material inside the rectangle, okay? So when I select it, then I hit Q, and this Q, what it does, it will either add material or subtract material to the rectangle. It extrude material basically. So the value you have to enter there is the height of my box. So let's say we said 10 millimeter. Just enter that, and now you don't see it's a box, but actually if I go orbit here, rotate, it is a box. See that? Okay. Now we don't want a box, because right now it's just a box. If we print it, it's just gonna be a solid box. There is no hollow, no nothing. So solid material all the way through. So what we want to do, we want to create maybe another rectangle inside. And by the way, this is what I'm talking about, face. Let me escape. So this is a face, this is another face, this is another face. And I can actually snag into it by turning it around. You see? So these are faces. This face on top, on the right side, from the back. I can go behind also. See that? So this is what this tool can do. So, okay, I'm gonna skip again. So what I want to do, I can do this rectangle two ways. I can either offset this rectangle, or I can create another rectangle. Just make sure that the wall of the thickness of the wall that I want you to build should be like 1.5 millimeter, because this box is going to be behind a phone, and if that box is too thick, it won't make it nice when someone put that phone in his pocket. You're just going to be bulky, so we don't want to go too thick. Okay, now I'm going to skip again just to see the process. You always have to select either plane or face to do some sketching. So now I want to select this face here, okay? And next step, there is another shortcut. It's called Q. You click on Q. I'm sorry, I already did this. Okay, so we are not creating a box. We are creating a rectangle.